What's going on, my good people? Mike Hidalgo here. Thank you for joining me on another FCP Euro DIY. Today, we're going to be working on a 2015 BMW F82 M4. Today on the F82 behind me, we're going to be covering how to replace the grills on your vehicle. This will be F82, F80, same steps. You've seen us do this before on the F30. It's going to be a very similar process. In front of me, we have some genuine black painted grills. We're going to be replacing the custom grills that are on our M4 right now. And for those of you that are new to this car, this is actually one of our project cars. You can see more on that if you subscribe over at the FCPO Media channel, where we're going to be doing a complete build on that end of YouTube. On this end, we're going to show you how to maintain, build, fix, and repair your F80, F82, as we typically do. We're going to go from head to toe. So you've probably seen a couple DIYs already, but this is just going to be a little cosmetic touch to make that car a little bit more appealing to work on. But before we get started on that, let's take a look at some of the tools you're going to need for this DIY. And for this job, all we're going to need is two sockets, a T25 and a T30. I'm going to be comboing that with a 1/4-inch ratchet and maybe some detailing supplies if you want to wipe down the bumper cover before your new grills go on. So with that, let's get started. All right, to get started, the first thing we're going to do is pull off this weather stripping seal that sits on the top of the bumper. That's going to expose the hardware that we have underneath. Pretty straightforward. You're just going to lift it up from one end. It just tucks underneath the lip of the fenders, and you can pull it straight up. It's channeled on the bottom, and that is going to bite onto the lip of the bumper right here and the headlights. So pretty straightforward. It's a nice, simple guide piece. With the seal off, this is going to expose the hardware that we have to remove to allow this bumper to be flexed out, super flexible to get these grills out. We have two T25s, one on either side of the headlights, and then we have 6 T30s down the middle. So we'll get the T25s out first, and then we'll swap to our T30. Now that those are free, we can grab the bumper cover and just pull it up and towards us. And that is going to allow us to flex and get in here so that we can get our hands behind and work on freeing up the clips on the grill. So let me grab one of the new grills just to show you what that looks like. So on the back side, you have 3 on the top, 2 on either side, and then another 3 at the bottom. So this is going to be sitting in the back like so. The goal is to reach in there and just start working at a couple on either side. Once you start freeing them up, then the rest are kind of going to budge. And if they've been out before in the past, which it's very easy to see that these have, that might make it a little bit easier. So with that, let me work on that and we'll go from there. And now as we lift up, we have the top of the grill clips exposed to us pretty easily. So I'm just going to go in there with my hands and try to push those down to start releasing the grill. I'm going to pull from the front side with my other hand, and we should be able to start getting them to come out. Before we reward ourselves with putting in the other grill, let's take a moment and blast this other monstrosity out of here, and then we'll go from there. Now that we have a larger space to work with, we can just reach in from inside. We don't have to worry about flexing the bumper and getting our hands in there. This is our reward for getting one grill out, if you will. And don't just rip these out either. You don't want to rip the tabs on the bumper. Now, before we throw in our new grills, we're going to clean this up, give it a nice wipe down, get rid of all this old dirt and grime, and then we'll be ready to install our fresh black painted beauties. Now we can pop our new painted grills in. This is so nice, so rewarding, and it's going to make working on this car just more visually appealing. Line everything up, just a nice gentle press. You don't need to gorilla them on. All right, before we keep drooling over this, let's get the T30s and T25s back in. We'll put our weather stripping in, and that'll be one quick and easy but super rewarding DIY. And honestly, super rewarding part of our build complete. So let's get on. So now that your grills are in, obviously you could have done this before or after. I like to wait in case anything went awry. But we have 4 clips that help hold this body bumper cover in place. So you want to make sure you push down and just slide them in to those clips before you put your hardware back in. And then you can use the imprints left behind from the hardware to kind of line everything up the same way it was. And close your hood, check the body gaps. But if you keep it the way it was when you took it apart, you should be perfectly fine. So I'm going to start with the T30s. I'm just going to get them all started by hand, and then we'll snug them down. Okay, now let's take the weather stripping. Body gaps look great. And that, my good people, is going to conclude this grill replacement for today. Overall, a really straightforward and easy and fun DIY, especially if you're just getting into modifying your car and making it your own. This is the way to go. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments on what we did today, leave those in the comment section below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, please consider subscribing. We're going to do a ton of DIYs on this chassis. And as a reminder, we're also doing a build series on this car over on the FCPO Media channel. So be sure to follow us there and subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.